Hey guys, I see y'all popping in here. Yeah, you finally made one. Yay! Good. I'm glad you finally made one. Today's just a check-in video since it's been 2 weeks since we started our challenge today. So we're not really going to talk about too much. We're just kind of randomly talk in these videos usually anyway. Unless we have certain topics, which we usually have topics on the eat days, but because today is a fasting day for me, we're just doing a check-in. Like I said, 2-week check-in, so. Here we are. Here's some of the regulars pulling up here. Oh, hello, hello. I'm starting to get off and eating more on my eat day. Do you mean like you're eating too much on your eat day? What do you mean? Hey guys. Hey, hiya, Hannah. Hannah, how's your fasting day going today? For everybody who's like been on here, you knew Hannah didn't do fasting, but she actually decided she was going to start today because of the group and everything. So I want to see how she's doing. Hey guys. You said you were eating too much on your fast or on your eat days. Now, when you say you're eating too much, are you eating over what you have on your calorie counter? Because if you're eating over what you have on your calorie counter and you're doing it the way that I've told you to do it before, where you set it between your BMR and your TDEE, then you should be okay. I'm gonna go check my water. I'm boiling water. I'll be right back. Hannah, I ate a chicken nugget. Hey, that's okay. Let's see. I'm just starting 1 week, decided after seeing your video. Awesome. Yes, you're eating more calories, but you're exercising. But I'm at a standstill on my weight loss no matter what I do. We're exercising, so your body's craving more food. So make sure that you updated your TDEE to include the exercise in there as well. I'm definitely starting to try to eat less in the morning and saving more for the evenings. Yeah, and you could be eating less protein. Try eating more protein with your meals to help fill you up, because that could be part of it too. I'm below my calorie count. I wanted to try my air fryer. Hey, that's okay. Besides, like you said, you wanted to work up to kind of like the 500 calories like I did, so that's fine. I am trying this passion tea. Does anybody have any hacks to make it not taste like tea? I'm steeping it right now, and I'm gonna add a little bit of my vanilla Splenda and see if that kind of helps. You know, kind of like the, how do they do it at Starbucks? Isn't it like passion tea with coconut milk or something? How did I make my quesadilla in the air fryer? I took 2 tortillas, obviously, and try it iced. Okay, I'll have to do that. I took 2 tortillas, some of my rotisserie chicken. I shredded about 3 ounces of my rotisserie chicken, heated it up in the microwave, added a teaspoon of taco seasoning and a teaspoon of salsa, mixed it up, put it on the tortilla, or I guess I put cheese down, then the chicken, and then more cheese, and then I put the top tortilla on top. Toothpicked it down to the bottom tortilla, because if you don't do that, the fan blows it off the top and it'll stick to your fan. So make sure you toothpick it down and then just kind of watch it and flip it back and forth, and that's how I made mine anyway. So Hi. Yeah, I'm not a huge tea fan, Dennis. Like, trying this today, I've had it for a while and I've tried it before and it's not bad. I like the passion tea a lot better than like regular tea, but tea's just so weird to me. You're starving and have a headache. Did you do the electrolyte thing? Put some pink Himalayan salt in your water? What kind of air fryer do I have? I have a Ninja air fryer. We got it from our wedding registry from Amazon. Hannah, do I ice it after I steep it? Because I heated up the water and now I'm putting the tea in it to steep it. Now do I ice it? I must say I feel more energetic after 1 week. Exercise is not my cup of tea, so I'm counting on this all thanks to your progress. Oh, thank you. Yeah, woo. I don't know if you saw the picture I posted earlier today on there, my Motivation Monday picture. It's a bit like coffee, you have to get used to it and there's a whole tea world to discover. Yeah, I've not, like, there's been some like raspberry teas or peach teas that I've tried that I've liked, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna add some of this now. Okay, it's really hot. Can you see the steam? No. Oh, kind of. Heather, I said that I had a Ninja air fryer. I don't know if there's specific different kinds of air fryers. I just got one. It's a Ninja. The fruit teas might have calories. This one doesn't. I already looked on the back of the box. There's no calories in it. Or are you talking about like the raspberry and peach ones? Those probably do. I've had those like years ago in a restaurant, not like this. I'll call you. There's a process. This country girl got you. I'm sorry, my phone is messing up. I didn't hear it. That's okay. Everyone that fasts are superheroes. It's definitely something. Do you have a Facebook group? How else do we follow you? Yes, Tracy, I have a Facebook group. If you go to Facebook and type in 95 days of fasting, that's the challenge page that we have for this whole group. I think last time I checked, we had like 800 people on there. So that's awesome that we had so many people on there, and everybody that I've seen has been really nice and successful. I can't get on there all the time because I have other things that I have to do throughout the day. And just getting on there and like scrolling down and checking the feed occasionally and stuff like that. There's just a lot of positivity. And I comment on some things as I see things needed to be, you know, and I definitely am still a big part of the group. Even if I don't comment, just know that I am watching you. Try this. Still pretty hot. I'm using my mug. Would you put a picture up on the group of your air fryer when you have time, please? Yeah, I can do that. I'll write that down so I remember, because I won't remember to do that. You don't have to get like the one I have either. Don't feel like there's so many out there. Mine was really expensive. Like, I put it on my wedding registry, just like, no one's gonna get this. And then someone bought it for us and I was like, oh, but Hannah just bought one. Hannah, do you like yours? Ian actually just heated up the leftovers of our pizza from the other night in it, and he said it's absolutely perfect. You said yes, you like yours? Okay, cool. Maybe you should put up a picture of yours too whenever I post mine on there. I still need to make you a moderator on the page. It's stupid easy to use? Yeah. I have 2 different brands, both are good. Ooh, you have 2? That's cool. I actually had a company reach out to me like a while ago, and they really wanted me to like not advertise, but they were gonna send me a product, but the product that they were gonna send me was something that I would never use. It was like an ice cooler, and I was like, I'm never gonna use that, like, no. But they did have air fryers on there, and I was tempted to respond back and say that I would help them, like, I would take an air fryer and try it, but I didn't ever do it, and that's okay, because the one I have is awesome. You dropped one? Oh no, I almost bought one because you seemed so enthusiastic about it. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's the Kosori from Amazon. Yeah, it's one of those. And you got yours super fast too, which is super surprising right now because of everything that's going on. I know on the page, it constantly says like some of these things might be held back because of what's going on in the world. Another super exciting thing. Oh, I can totally put my air fryer on there. I became an Amazon influencer. So like the products and stuff that I buy from Amazon, I can share on my like Amazon influencer page. And I can link it so that way if you guys like what I get or like the things that I get, then I can just post it on that page. And then you guys can go to the page and see what I'm talking about. So I'll have to do that. I'll put my air fryer on my Amazon influencer page because I thought that was cool. You got the Country Heat workout videos today. So is that like a YouTube channel or is it DVD workouts? Because I've been doing the Fitness Marshall like every day. Seriously, I'm addicted. I get downstairs where I do them and I work out for at least 20 minutes every time I do them, but I've done them for like an hour at a time before. What's my sleep schedule like? Has it been affected on account of being in quarantine? Not really. I'm going to bed about 10 o'clock every night and waking up at about 8 o'clock every morning. My fiance gets up at 7, so that leaves me in bed for a little bit longer than him. We go to bed at the same time, but he's still working from home, so he kind of has to get up for that reason. But yeah, my schedule hasn't really been affected. I know a lot of people are like, this is so weird, but I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I have been kind of working from home for almost a month and a half before the whole quarantine thing started. So I was already kind of getting into a new routine of sleep anyway, because before I was going to bed at 10 o'clock and waking up at like 4:50 every morning and getting ready for work and driving out there because I worked about 25-30 minutes away. So they are DVD, but you can do them on Beachbody On Demand. Okay. When you were heavier, what workouts did you do? Did you still do workout videos? Before I started intermittent fasting, I did the Jillian Michaels 30-Day Shred DVD, and oh my goodness, that kicks your butt. I remember the first day I did it, my ex and I went outside to like cool down, and when we were coming back into the apartment, I like almost fell down our stairs. Like that's how wiggly my legs were. So I did that one whenever I was bigger, but as for other workout, like the workouts I did while fasting, I didn't start working out until I had lost 62 pounds after 6 months. And then that's when I started doing the C2 5K couch to 5K running app. So that's what I did. Is it just me or is anyone in here losing so much weight on this whole quarantine thing starting? Wow, I had to tighten my elastic around my pants. That's what someone's asking. I must say I stayed awake till 3 on non-eat days and I was the hungriest I've ever been. Teaching experience for me. Definitely going to bed earlier on non-eating days. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. I know for me personally, like what I say, I like to do my lifting really late at night. So that way, after I'm wore out from lifting, then I only have a short amount of time until it's time for me to go to bed. And usually I crash after that because it's like I wore myself out. So that's what I'll be doing later on today for sure, is working out tonight before bed. I'm also kind of playing around with some makeup today. I ordered something offline, the El Maquillage makeup from Instagram, and I've seen it for a while and I wanted to try it. So I'm currently in the process of filming like a video for it. I filmed the beginning portion of like putting it all on and trying it out. And now I'm like letting it sit on my face for a certain amount of time. And then tonight before I take my makeup off and do my workout, I'm going to see how it sits on my face or like what it looks like basically, because I was curious. I'm not going to spoil it, but I have been kind of surprised. We'll put it that way. Thank you. I appreciate that. And the pink lipstick, oh my god, I love this stuff. The box is like Barbie pink, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to like this. I don't like Barbie pink lipstick, but it actually turned out really nice. And it stayed on really well. I've been drinking like water, and this is not coffee, this is tea. But I've been drinking and stuff, and it's actually stayed on really well. So yeah, I'm gonna be putting that video out on my channel, which is so weird because I don't know if you guys know this, but whenever I first started YouTube, I think we've talked about this before actually, I was doing makeup videos. So Do you think you would still be successful with alternate day fasting if you weren't counting calories, assuming that you were living an active lifestyle? So if I was working out and not counting calories, I honestly don't know, because I feel like, you know, as you work out, your body needs more calories, so it craves more food. And I feel like I would almost overeat if I didn't have a way to kind of help me watch what I'm doing, because I can eat a lot if I'm not paying attention, just because I can eat a lot. Like, that's one reason why I do alternate day fasting, to help me control my overeating. And I mean, I feel like if I wasn't counting calories, I don't know if I would have the success that I had now, to be honest. But I don't know. You had 30 pounds to lose before quarantine and now you have 40. Are you doing the alternate day fasting challenge with us? Or eat too little and plateau and losing weight dangerous? Yeah, that's, wait, I think I missed something. I don't count calories and still losing and not gaining. That's good. That's awesome. I know personally for me, I prefer to count my calories though. And if people tell me that they plateau or they're not eating enough, or they're eating too much, I always suggest to count your calories, just because. I actually got a cookbook the other day and I was reading through it, and she talks about some things that I don't really agree with in the book, like counting calories and stuff like that, just because she says you don't have to count calories. And I don't know, you can't eat 5,000 calories in a day and expect to lose weight. I'm not counting calories, just smart about it and listen to your body. And that's another way you can do it too. I personally am not smart, so it's harder for me to listen to my body. So I always like it, especially if you're somebody like me who I had absolutely no knowledge in health before I started this. I mean, I never counted calories or anything like that before. And being as overweight as I was, I didn't feel like I was eating too much, but going back and looking at it now and really breaking down the calories, I know that I was eating way too much. Have I tried to eat 5,000 calories? No. I meant when it comes to not counting exercising, you can plateau. Oh, okay. What do you drink on your fasting days, and how much do you drink of it, because water is getting old? Sparkling waters. I'm drinking tea now, coffee. Really, that's all I do. I know water gets old. Try some flavor enhancers in your water. See if that helps. I don't know what my macros are, Stan. I don't count macros, and I don't take any supplements. Basically, if you fast for 24 hours, you have already approximately 2,000 calories left. If you eat the day after 2,500 calories, you're still on the good side. That's true, and I agree with that. There was a way there that I was counting my calories where I was like, okay, I added up all my calories. I added up what my calories would be for the week or whatever. I deducted the 5,000 because it's, or no, 3,500 I think it is how many calories it is to lose a pound. So I basically just took my calorie count for the week, deducted that, and then divided it by 4 because I was eating 4 days a week. And I was like allowed to eat over 3,000 calories a day. But I found whenever I was doing that, I don't know, it didn't feel right. I still felt really bloated and stuff like that. I love Beachbody workouts. That's what kick-started my weight loss journey. I lost 15 to 20 doing the portion control. Oh, cool. I do ADF and 1 meal a day on 8 days, but I can't seem to eat past 800 calories. I'm losing consistency, but I worry I'm not getting enough nutrients. And Gillian, why do you only allow yourself to eat 1 meal a day? Maybe if you started doing the 3 meals a day, that would kind of help you get past the 800 calories, because you could eat, you know, a breakfast, a good lunch, a good dinner, and then that way you're eating more than the 800 calories. The only way that oh my gosh, I cannot talk. The only reason that I say that is because I'm worried that if you're doing alternate day fasting and you're eating nothing on one day and 800 calories the next, you're eating way below your basal metabolic rate, which is what could possibly make you plateau. It'll slow your metabolism down, and you don't want to eat less than that, you know? That's just how I feel though. I'm not a doctor. When I talk to you guys and share my suggestions and thoughts, don't feel like you have to follow it. Do what works for you, but this is just what has worked for me and what I've found. Honestly, I am just lazy to count everything when cooking. Counting calories sounds very stressful. That's why I like fasting. I have no idea how many calories I was consuming until I started logging them in the Lose It app. I was shocked. See, that's kind of how my thought process was too. Like, I didn't know how many I was doing it until I did that. And I was like, okay, well, obviously I'm eating way more than what my body is burning. So I need to dial it back a little bit. Do you find that you ever have to eat on a fasting day for mental clarity? I am in grad school and broke one fasting day because I just couldn't focus on studying. Does it get easier over time? It does get easier over time. It does get, sorry, reading another message. It does get easier over time. Just the longer you do it, your body has to get used to it. I have had to eat before on a fasting day because I was so stressed out, like a couple weeks before I started the challenge, whenever we were still trying to figure out if we were going to be able to move forward with my wedding on the date that we wanted to and stuff like that. I was so stressed out and I found myself wanting to eat a lot more on those days. But as I've talked about before, I'm an emotional eater. So I feel like my emotions were just like all over the place. And I definitely felt like I needed to eat more, you know, to help me feel better. So yeah, I've kind of felt that way for mental clarity. It's like kind of get your mind off of what you're thinking about if you go ahead and eat in a way. I don't know how to explain it. It's weird. Rachel, should I be concerned that I'm currently doing alternate day fasting for 2 weeks? I feel I'm losing my appetite, only eating about 800 calories on my eat days, nothing on fasting days. That's kind of how it works. Your appetite is lessening. That means your stomach's probably shrinking and you're not eating as much food. So, I mean, I don't think that should be something that you're concerned about because I eat about 1,956 calories every eat day and then nothing on my fasting days. And if you don't have an appetite on your fasting days, I mean, that's kind of how it works, I guess. Has the tea... Oh no, it hasn't yet. I haven't filmed that video yet. Like I said, I was filming the makeup one today. I was gonna film another video today, but my days go by so quickly and I try to do everything when Ian's working so that way I can like focus on it, but it gets hard. And I kind of have like a work schedule during the day. I work from 8 o'clock in the morning until 5:30 probably. And then after that, like I try not to focus too much on the social media because if I didn't balance it, then I would spend all my time in front of my computer or on my phone. And I'm trying not to do that, you know. Stress won me over, not being able to fast for 36 hours yet. After 14, 16 hours, I give up, overeat, but not giving up yet. Yeah, don't give up. Keep trying, keep pushing yourself a little bit more. When you start feeling hungry at that 14, 16 hour mark, it could be around the time that your body is used to eating, so your body's like on a clock trying to tell you it's time to eat. Try drinking some warm broth. I've heard water with electrolytes, so like pink Himalayan salt, things like that, and see if that can help you push it through. Try doing something like going for a walk if you can, or playing a video game, reading a book, you know, just keep your mind distracted and think about other things. That's kind of what I was just talking about too, Hannah. That's funny. Let's see. On fasting days, is it okay to drink carbonated water over ice with fresh squeezed lemon or lime juice and some sea salt? Reminds me of a cocktail and something about the salt is satisfying. I would think so. I mean, if it's just carbonated water, it shouldn't have an issue. It shouldn't do anything wrong to your fasting, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Running around at work and studying helps keep me busy on non-eating days. I do miss the Skittle while studying. I don't know what that means. I need a hobby to keep me busy on my fasting days. Yeah, distractions. Ooh, I love Skittles. I watch your videos to stay motivated. It was hard at first, So I started off with regular intermittent fasting, but now it's easy. Yeah, see, it does get easier over time. You just have to let your body get used to it. For sure, but yeah. Oh my goodness, so this tea tastes a lot better now that I added a little bit of something to it. It's still warm, which is good because I like warm drinks, kind of like what we talked about in the past too. Warm kind of makes you feel more full in a way. I've got to admit, I failed this challenge. I'm thinking of just doing 1 meal a day. You did not fail this challenge. You attempted the challenge and maybe it wasn't for you, and that's okay. There's no such thing as failure like that. Try 1 meal a day. Maybe if you do 1 meal a day, you'll feel like you can go to do alternate day fasting. You know, that's how I look at it. And like I've said before, alternate day fasting isn't for everybody. If you're hyperglycemic, for example, and you have those blood pressure issues, then a lot of people can't do fasting whenever they're hyperglycemic, just because, you know, their body can't take it. Let's see, I made cookies on my fasting day today and did not give in to taste it. So who knows what they taste like, but they smelled so good. I'm sure they're good. If you follow the recipe, then I'm sure they're fine. At the moment, I'm also doing less than alternate day fasting, somewhere between 16 to 20 hours. Oh, there you go. That is also a way to do it too. Like I've said, the challenge in general is not just to do complete alternate day fasting, but to do any type of fasting and just support each other along the way. I do a small garden salad, all veggies on my fasting day, just have to be careful and only use 1 tablespoon of dressing. You could also try the Skinny Girl dressings. The Skinny Girl dressings have anywhere from 10 to 15 calories per tablespoon, and they're really good. I really like them. No sugar added. I do 24, but I started almost a year ago with 14-hour fast and moving up from there. There you go. 3,500 calories to lose a pound. Yep, and that's why they always say, if you calculate your TDEE, it'll give you the amount of calories you're supposed to eat for the week. If you deduct 3,500 calories from that, or 500 calories a day from your TDEE, that is putting you in a calorie deficit, which makes you lose weight. It's 9:30 and I'm in bed, so glad I made it through this fasting day, taking 1 day at a time. I agree. Today is kind of like a little bit of a struggle for me today too, which kind of sucks because I'm like, please, it's like 3:30 and I'm ready to get through this day so I can go to bed. But, you know, Hannah, same. It's your first day though. You have an excuse. Does broth break a fast? If not, I'd love it. I mean, like I've said before, you could do the 500 calories modified fast. I know a cup of broth is like 5 calories, so I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. When does the US daylight savings start? I think it just happened in March 19th or something like that. It spring forward, fall back. Yeah, spring forward. I'm doing alternate day, 1 meal a day carnivore, if that makes sense, and feeling pretty good. That's cool. I struggled this morning, but the Facebook group was so encouraging. It really is, and that's what I was talking about, like jumping in there, and like looking at everything that people talk about is really nice. So I'm looking at the math for alternate day fasting. It's hard to understand how anyone could plateau. What's your thoughts on that? I mean, you could plateau by not changing your calorie count. If you're losing weight and not changing it, if you're consuming something that's not necessarily the best for you, like alcoholic beverages every weekend, like what I did month 10, talked about that before already. Maybe you're not moving around as much as you were before, so your body's not burning as many calories. Maybe you're, like I've said, maybe your body's just used to the amount of calories that you're consuming, so you need to change it up a little bit. So they were earlier at one point. Like I was doing them at 2 o'clock, but I started doing them at 3, so that might be why. Rachel, is it okay to have fruit-infused water on fasting days? I have one of those water bottles that you can put pieces of fruit in. I would think so. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Starting alternate day 3 days a week in November after finding your brilliant channel since the challenge has you've noticed weight loss increase. That's awesome. Did you get a horrible taste in your mouth and bad breath on your fasting days? If so, how does Ian deal with it if I'm not being too intrusive? I didn't have that issue. Honestly, I think somebody said that the reason that happens is the breaking down of ketones. I know that somebody mentioned it in one of the previous live videos, but I don't remember exactly what the reasoning was behind the bad breath and stuff, because people do have issues with that. I'm fortunate enough that I didn't. I can't believe how much your mind plays a part in your weight loss. That's very true. For sure, because like I said, you have to keep distracted. Your body makes you think that you need to eat more than you do. Just because that's how we've been kind of trained. So mint tea. Oh, mint tea would be a good way to keep it back. I could see that for sure. Peppermint tea is awesome. I've never had that before, but like I said, I don't like a lot of teas. Maybe I'm weird, but like we've talked about before, green tea makes me nauseous. So how's everybody's weekend though? I want to know. Shut up, Hannah. I want to know how everybody's weekend went. How did we enjoy the time that we had? How was your eat day? What did you have? Somebody says, so what do you drink? I drink coffee and water and sparkling water. Weekends are becoming less boring. Awesome. I've had peppermint and licorice tea. Ugh, licorice. Tea is gross. Coffee is my favorite. Aw. I think everybody has their own specific taste. And I don't blame anybody for the taste that they have. As I went bleh whenever somebody said that. That's so funny. You cooked Indonesian food. That sounds really good. Weekend was good. Eat day I had... You had what? Chalk cake? I had a corn dog finally. Did you go to Sonic and get your corn dog? 32 o'clock. You went to Sonic and got your corn dog. Peppermint and chameleon tea with 1 tablespoon of honey. Huh. Chicken fajita quesadilla. Yeah, you posted it on page, or you said something about it, I think on the quesadilla picture that I posted. I remember seeing that one. For sure. Beef rendering, which is spicy stew, and I said rendering. Rendang, which is a spicy stew, and cabbage cooked in coconut milk. That sounds really good. Oh, gosh, I love Indian food, Indonesian food, Thai food. I love trying everything. I'm such a foodie. And that's why whenever I say I go on vacation and stuff, I don't hold back with what I eat. And I eat whatever I want. Do I speak Turkish? No, I speak English and a little bit of German. I took 4 years of German in high school, and I have played around with trying to go back to it, but I just can't keep motivated on learning it. So, and high school was almost 10 years ago, so I got close to completing the 20-minute run on my 10K training program. Awesome, good for you. I'm 40 years old, gained weight from depression pills, and now it's hard to train my mind not to eat. Do you think it's harder for older people like me to do alternate day fasting? That's a good question, Taya. Is it Taya? I want to say it right, but I don't know. Honestly, I can't give you a 100% answer on that one. I've mentioned before to check out Samaya Kazi. SUMAYAKAZI on Instagram. She's in her 30s and she does intermittent fasting. And she actually just kind of had to scare herself. She thought she had come down with what's going on. I'm not going to say it because people are getting demonetized for talking about what's going on in the world. And she thought that she had it and she was sick for like 2 weeks. And then she like ate a whole bunch whenever her appetite allowed her to eat again. And she gained like 8 pounds back or something like that. And she's been working on losing it again just from the past couple of days. And I know that you can lose quite a bit of, I know you can lose pretty quickly with fasting. So I would check out her journey and see. Let's let's see. My weekend was rough, but I had my neuro final and I was emotionally eating. Really glad to be back on track today and look back on the other successes in the challenge so far. That's awesome. Say something in German. I never know what to say when people say something in German. Hannah said, Ich liebe dich. I follow the turkey and I love you too. Aww. Yeah, we watched The Pianist on Netflix the other night, and I've seen that movie so many times growing up. And they have, you know, the German the German soldiers in it, and a lot of the stuff that they say in there, just hearing the German aspect of it, I can understand it. It's the trying to come up with a sentence to say it back in correct form and stuff that's really difficult for me. I like it though. Das ist gut. Honestly, it's all self-control and self-confidence. I thought I couldn't do it, thought I couldn't control my eating, but I proved myself wrong. See, that is true, Heather, because like I said in the beginning, people are like, how did you keep motivated to do it? And it's like, I had the willpower. I knew I wanted to change, and this had to work for me. If I wasn't ready to lose the weight, and if I wasn't 100,000,000,000% committed, that was not a number, then I wouldn't have stuck with it and got where I am. So you can listen to Rammstein. I do listen to Rammstein. I think the lead singer was tested positive. Samaya has a Wikipedia page. Cool. Oh, she does. That's cool. I know she has, her article that inspired me to start intermittent fasting was on medium.com, and it's how I dropped 50 pounds, I think, or something like that. And that's how I originally started. So since the quarantine started, I'm finding it so hard to do this diet. I've been doing it for 3 months now, but now it's hard to control. It is, especially when you're home, like around all the food. It's definitely hard to like not want to eat, which is so weird because I throw myself into it whenever that happens. Like, I'm like, what can I make? Like the other day I made the flourless chocolate peanut butter muffins, which turned out so good. In my opinion, they're not super sweet. You could have added additional chocolate chips on it, and I didn't because I didn't have any. But I like throwing myself into it whenever I feel like I want to eat, because it's like I can make this and then tomorrow I'll be able to enjoy it because I put the work into doing it today. I can enjoy it tomorrow. So, oh, the lead singer was sick. It was a false alarm. Good. Good. The muffins looked really good. Yeah, they were. Am I at my goal weight, or do I want to lose more? I'm not really following my weight so much anymore, just because I'm still losing fat, but I'm gaining muscle, so I'm recompositioning my body. So the scale isn't really moving anymore right now. I mean, of course I have my fluctuations and stuff like that, like anybody would on an eat day or a fasting day, but because I'm building muscle, my weight's changing, so I'm not really watching the scale too much anymore. Does fasting help improve focus on ADHD? I'm not sure. There might have been a study done about that. That'd be something good to learn or to know. Ona dish, without you. My favorite from Rhymestein. I used to fast 2, sometimes 3 days. I lost 15 kilos, but now I am just trying to stick to 1 day fast at least, but really will try to keep up with your challenge. Okay, awesome. I'm really sorry, Rachel. What is the challenge, especially if I'm really sorry, Rachel. What is the challenge, especially if you've already done alternate day fasting? It's just doing alternate day fasting every other day. We're just doing it for 95 days. And personally, like I've said, the reason that I'm doing alternate day fasting is for the autophagy benefits, which is healing the loose skin that I have on my body, which surprisingly enough, Ian, my fiance, yesterday said that he's noticed a difference from me doing the prolonged fasting with the autophagy, and that's something that's really awesome to me because I see myself every day in the mirror, but the fact that he was able to look at me and be like, your body's still changing, you know, from doing these prolonged fasts, like that made me feel good to know that I'm on the right track. And like I said too, you know, last year or I guess in my post that I posted over the weekend, last year I wore this dress that I felt really uncomfortable in, and this year I tried it on and I felt much more confident in it because I didn't feel like I needed shapewear and stuff like that I thought I needed before. So it's still changing. My body is still definitely changing. I know within the last year it's changed a lot. So maybe off topic, just wanted to thank you. One of your videos inspired 6 months ago, and now I've lost 25 pounds. I'm very happy with my weight now. Congratulations, good for you. I wish these were 24 hours for distraction. Look up Science of Fasting on Netflix. I'm gonna do it. I didn't know that they had a documentary on there. Anybody else feel lockdown is like Groundhog Day? Oh my gosh, there was a meme that Ian showed me the other day that was like, well, here we are back in quarantine again, or something like that. It was from that. I gotta write down that. Science of Fasting. Netflix. Thank you for that. I'm gonna have to look it up. Anybody else feel locked down? Okay, I discovered your channel last Tuesday and I've been in alternate day fasting for 6 days. My scale shows that I am 4 kgs lighter. I'm assuming it's just water weight, but is that normal? You are awesome, by the way. I mean, 4 pounds lighter, it's very possible. I lost 16 pounds in my first month of intermittent fasting, and I am sure that some of that was water weight. I know it wasn't all fat at that point in time, but the fact that you've already lost that much, it's kind of just shows along the same pattern that I did. I want to lift weights more, but find weight training harder than cardio to stick with. Do you enjoy lifting or cardio more? When I first started lifting, it was the hardest thing for me to do. I hated it. I was like, I don't feel like I'm making any progress with this. I'm not burning any calories with this. This is stupid. Like, I don't want to do this, you know, or whatever. I just thought that cardio was going to give me more progress in the long run. And then just the longer I started doing it and everything, I was like, you know, like I've said before, I got to where I was like super slim and I had like no muscle. I guess you'd say lean. I guess. I don't know what you'd say. I was just really skinny and I was like, I don't like the way my body looks anymore. Like I don't have curves and I want to have curves. So I was like keeping that in mind and just decided to like continue sticking with it. And I've had great results sticking with it. But I definitely think that I still enjoy cardio over lifting, but my favorite lifting to do is lower body, for sure. I think I must start reviewing your videos. When I first made this, I was able to do alternate day fasting almost a month. Oh, good. Do you think if we eat more calories than what we are supposed to eat and then fast the day, we will still lose weight? I think so. Like I've said, as long as you're still in that 3,500 calorie deficit for the whole week, so that's like 500 calories a day from your total daily energy expenditure. I still have to say it slowly. Then you should still lose weight, but you might not lose it like as fast as I did because I followed my calorie count so strictly. And I mean, a lot of the times I still do, but here the past couple of weeks I haven't been doing that great at following it. I still am eating a little bit over what I have in my calorie counter on my eat days just because I'm still a little hungry, so I eat a little bit more, but I'm still under that TDEE number, so I'm still where I need to be. I got to go. I have a call. Bye, Hannah. Check out the magic pill also. Magic pill. Oops. I'm 49, recently started my journey because of you. Been working for me, lost 14 pounds. A tough day 2 weeks ago, but trying to continue with alternate day fasting. Caught a few days of your journey on my vlog. Wait, caught a few days of my journey on my vlog. Be encouraged. Oh, awesome. Let's see, I'm scrolling back up to see if I missed anything. I don't think I did. Nope. Oh, okay, can you guys see me? Can you guys see me now? My internet like crapped out again. Ugh, this is so awful to do. I don't know. Okay, I'm back. Okay, cool. I didn't see like anything that popped up there then. Whoops. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. It kind of like cut out again. I think there's too many people online. But we are about 15 minutes from the end of this video, so not too much more to talk about. She was talking about maintaining after you stop alternate day fasting. She's also talking she was heavily. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you mean. So what do you think we should follow after we lose the weight we want? When do you think we should, do you think we should fast forever? When would you stop? I think you're in perfect shape. Oh, she's pregnant. I think once you stop intermittent alternate day fasting, by that point you've learned how to properly feed your body, and it might take some time for you to get used to getting back to eating every day again. You'll probably gain a little bit of weight back just because your body's not used to eating every day again. But if you just kind of watch what you're eating and really count, like I say all the time, count your calories, but that's probably what I will do whenever I go back to doing it. I saw a couple of your vlogs. I think we were very similar in body and weight. Have you shown what your body looks like with the loose skin? I'm really scared about that. In my loose skin video, I posted a picture in that, and I actually just posted one on Instagram. If you go to my Instagram page and scroll up, you'll see me like sitting on the floor in front of the mirror, and if you slide over, that shows a little bit more of my loose skin, which I'm really insecure about. So I have issues talking about it because people on the internet are mean, but it all comes with the trade of doing this whole thing. So I haven't really posted too much about it. I've been suggested too that if I decide to go through with the weight reduction or with the skin removal surgery, then maybe post before and afters then, because I would feel better, but I don't know. Sorry, I'm looking through here. You want to stop being fat more? What do you do about it? Did I miss the beginning part of your question? Maybe, I don't know. 3,000 calories every other day, still losing weight, power of fasting. Those are all questions, and I don't know if you're asking me those questions or what do you mean by that? Are you asking me what my thought is on that? This weekend I failed miserably. I'm in fast now and not planning to break till Wednesday, but would it make a difference as far as making up for the weekend? Girl, if you want to eat, eat. You know, like, don't feel like you have to like beat yourself up or punish yourself and not eat until Wednesday. I mean, if you want to go that long, that's good. That's fine. But I mean, I've done weekends before. I've eaten 2 weekends or 2 days in a row whenever I was doing alternate day fasting, and I still lost as much as I did. You're allowed to find yourself balance and have those days where you can eat when you want, you know? It was continuing the really scared about the loose skin. Oh, okay. Like I said, about that whole thing, loose skin is kind of a scar. It just shows your progress in a way, and I have to think about that, you know, that yes, I do have loose skin, but I also am a lot healthier than I was then. So it's kind of like, do you want to continue being, I don't know how healthy you are, and I'm not judging you by saying that, but I'm saying for me, it was, do I want to continue being unhealthy, or do I want to lose weight and have loose skin because of it? So it's kind of how you look at it in a way. I'm eating 2,600 calories on eat days and still losing fat. I know everyone is different though. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You're eating that much and that's perfect. I think I've seen some of your posts on the challenge page too. And, you know, I was eating at one point, eating around the same amount, probably 2,200 to 2,400 calories. And I was still losing, sorry, my hair is bothering me. I was still losing as well, but I wasn't losing as much as I had wanted to at the time, so I kind of cut it back a little bit more. Oh, how I wish I had that loose skin instead of this big fat belly. Oh, well, you could try this method and see if it works for you. That's all I can say about that. You said, I watched your experience with alternate day fasting November 12th. I started alternate day fasting November 13th. Your video changed my life. I've lost 53 pounds, best 24 minutes, 14 seconds on YouTube. Mark, that's awesome. Good for you. That's amazing. That's a great. That's really great. You're amazing and your videos are reaching many real people. Thank you. I've always heard that compression helps with loose skin. I'm not sure I have had to deal with that, but something I researched. Yeah, I've heard compression too, and I also have to bring this up to people a lot that my loose skin that I have isn't like something that you can take a jade roller over or use a micro needling to like help tighten up the skin. It is like I have 4 pounds of sagging skin around my midsection that is not going to go away with the micro needling or the rolling. I think a lot of it would have to be with surgery. That's the only option I know, even talking to my doctor in general. But the autophagy benefits, like I said earlier in this video, are helping because even Ian noticed it whenever I personally didn't notice it and he had. I'm having the hardest time getting on track with everything going on. The stress and anxiety makes me want to turn to my old friend carbs. I still eat carbs. Sarah, you don't have to cut out all carbs from your diet to do this. You can eat really, what I've said, you can eat what you want. I'm definitely more health conscious about what I eat now. As long as you eat what you want and count your calories, you can still lose weight, because in the beginning I still ate everything that I wanted to, carbs included, and people used to be like, I can't believe you're losing weight because all you do is eat carbs and fat. Well, I still lost weight. So do you use a sweatband belt when you exercise? Yeah, I use this sweatband that I wrap around my midsection when I run, specifically because if I don't, then it hurts to run. Gaining muscle burns fat but also increases appetite. How to beat it, believe. Yeah, see, gaining muscle burns fat but increases your appetite, and that's why I eat more on my eat days, because of lifting and stuff like that. I believe the body can heal most loose skin when given through time through hydration and autophagy. Don't lose the faith. Yeah, exactly. I've been using elastin collagen lotions and taking collagen supplements in hope to prevent loose skin, or at least lessen the amount. That could be something too. I've never tried any of that. And I think I saw somebody else on here ask if I've taken like fat burning supplements or anything like that. I don't take any supplements or anything like that. The only thing that I take is like a probiotic and a digestive enzyme, which is part of the probiotic. I don't take any supplements. Fasting day, sugar-free Jello, eating day 6 sandwiches, down 21 pounds, but through Kaiko, haven't had a successful fasting day. When did you first learn about fasting, and what would you say had been the most meaningful benefit from it? When I first learned about fasting, it was actually through my fiance. He was doing 16/8, I believe, for himself. I mean, he's like this big. So he was doing it for his own like personal benefits or whatever, like the health benefits behind it, not to lose weight. And he just told me what he was doing basically. And I researched it a little bit after that. Like whenever he first told me about it, I was one of those people that was like, that doesn't sound very healthy, like not eating every other. I was one of those people, and obviously my mind has changed a lot about that. And I've told the story before. We went out for a hike one weekend. It was the worst experience. And the next day I researched intermittent fasting and I found Samaya Kazi's article. And so that's whenever I started doing that. The most meaningful benefit to me has been being able to go outside for long periods of time and do long hikes, and being able to work out and just feeling more confident and better in my own skin. I just did not like the way I looked before, and that's changed a lot. So there's so many benefits. There's not just one meaningful benefit, I guess. Calories in, calorie out. Oh, thank you. When does autophagy happen? It happens after 24 hours of fasting, which is why I do those prolonged fasts, because once I hit 24 hours, I have that additional however many hours, that I fast for, that I'm still in that autophagy state and my body's breaking down those old cells and recycling them and stuff like that. Do you believe in the whoosh effect? Plateauing, but then suddenly dropping water weight. Been plateauing hard for like 2 weeks. Flood Fitness mentioned the whoosh effect. Curious about your opinion. I don't know, Megan. I've never even heard of that before, so I don't really have an opinion on it, but it wouldn't surprise me because I do know that there are some people that plateau for a while and then suddenly it's just like it all drops all of a sudden. I personally didn't really have that happen. I think the reason that I plateaued back in month 10 was because I was consuming too much alcohol. So I've been predominantly eating a plant-based diet on my eat days, around 1,000 calories. I've been seeing great results. That's awesome. Good for you. Carmen, yeah, that's the name. Yep, that's the whoosh. Okay, well, I guess I've had a whoosh effect. Do you still drink alcohol? How often, if so? I might have a glass of wine like every 2 weeks. Like, I know we have all this behind me, and I've said this before in my other videos that my house is the only house among my friends. Everybody else lives in apartments, so we kind of like hoard their stuff here, and so that's why there's all back there. But I do drink like a glass of wine every couple weeks, maybe more than that. I don't know. I don't drink a lot. I'm not a big drinker, so I do still drink, just not a lot. And it's like 1 glass if I do. Does anyone know if being asleep affects autophagy? Like if you're asleep at the 24-hour mark, will the autophagy be lessened? It shouldn't be. How many times per week do you fast? Right now, I'm not doing any specific schedule. It's every other day. So like today is Monday, right? Today I'm fasting, tomorrow is an eat, Wednesday's a fasting, then it's an eat, and it just alternates back and forth. So I don't have a certain amount of days per week that I do it. But before I started this challenge again, or before I started this challenge, not again, I was doing 4-3 method where I was fasting Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and eating Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. I understand, just curious. I don't drink much, but my partner is a huge drinker and he loses weight so much more quicker than me. Men in general lose weight a lot faster than women. 45 out of 90. Yeah, that's one way to look at it too. In 14 days, you fast 7 days. Yep. Have I ever dried it? Oh, like did a dry fast? No, I've not ever done a dried fast before. How much water are you drinking daily? It's really hard for me. It's hard for me to drink water too. I will be honest. I turn to more coffee and stuff like that, but I have my Brita water filter and I have times written on here to like drink by this time, this time, and this time, and I haven't been following it. I also have an app on my phone that gets sent to my Apple Watch too that lets me know when I'm supposed to be drinking water. You said, I know what you mean. I tease my boyfriend. He could cut out 2 cubes from his diet and lose 6 pounds. Your fasting days are true fasting days, or do you allow yourself 500 calories like your earlier videos? In my earlier videos, I did the 500 calories like the first week or so, maybe occasionally a 500 every now and then, but now it's completely 0 calories. Not to sound like a dunce, I'm still learning all the terms. What exactly is autophagy? Don't feel like a dunce. You're not a dunce. You're just asking a question. Autophagy is the breaking down and recycling of old, diseased, dead cells, basically. What is the water app? I don't remember. There's so many out there. I don't know if I can pull it up on my watch or not. Drinking room temperature water helps you drink more water. Okay. I actually heard the benefits of drinking warm water right now during this time too are kind of higher. So I've been drinking more warmer water than colder water. That could just be one of those false things that are out there right now, but I just have been drinking warmer water myself. You have an Android? It should be on there too. It's like whenever you pull up the app, it has like a picture of a water bottle and you can like mark how much water you've had. It's kind of, I don't remember what it is, but I haven't been using that. I've just been going off the timer on my watch. Have I ever done an extended fast like 72 hours? No, I think the longest I've gone is 42 or 46 hours. I can't remember. I know it's bad. I think I made a vlog about it forever ago, but I haven't rewatched any of my vlogs. I post them and then I don't watch them again. And I know that on my 1000th day of my journey, I'm gonna go back and rewatch my very first vlog, and I'm kind of nervous about it. It's true that hot teas, they hot drink teas in the desert. I've also found my mood improving from drinking a good amount of water, which when I actually do. That's good too. I know it also helps with digestion and stuff like that. So drinking water helps with digestion. It helps with your skin. It's good to hydrate yourself. And that's why I've not done any research on dry fasting or anything like that. But I think you don't drink anything on a dry fast. And I don't know if I could do that. Not only because I'm not sure what the benefit, like I don't know if I could do that, you know, but water helps me get through my fast. So doing a dry fast sounds just a little difficult to me. So, but guys, we are at the hour mark on these video. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that we came back here and we talked, because it's been a long weekend not talking to you guys. And yesterday I just had a really rough emotional day and I was like, I should just go live for a little bit and talk to my friends, but I didn't, and I was able to make it through the day. So yeah, guys, this is the end of this vlog. This was the 2-week check-in basically. I know we're on day 15, but 2 weeks of doing this journey and this challenge, and guys, we're 80 days away from the end, and that's crazy. So I really hope that you know, you guys benefited a little bit from this, just coming and talking and all that good stuff. I really love talking to you guys, like I've said before a million gazillion times. So thank you for watching this live video, and we'll be back tomorrow 3 o'clock per usual, or whatever time that would be, an hour from before now, you know what I'm saying. But I'll post again on the group and stuff like that. So thanks guys, and I wrote down some of the things. Tomorrow we are going to talk about lower body workouts. So if you can think of lower body workouts, lower body exercises that you can do, bring them to the chat tomorrow and we will talk about them then. But besides that, guys, thank you and have a good day, a good night wherever you are, and I will talk to you guys later.